Hello guys, this is Rample, and today I'm bringing you a review of Warhammer End Times Vermintide. Aside from being a mouthful, Warhammer End Times Vermintide is a 4-player co-op game set in the Warhammer universe. You play as one of the 5 characters as you try and defend a city from overgrown rats known as the Skaven. Let's get started by talking about the settings options. Vermintide definitely delivers in the settings department, something a lot of games these days seem to gloss over. All of the keys in the game are easily remapped, and it doesn't look like they left anything out. I would have liked to have seen a separate slider for game volume along with the existing music and master sliders, but given the sheer number of settings, I think I'm just being picky. Vermintide offers 19 different graphical settings to tweak your game how you like. I really like the inclusion of tooltips throughout the settings menu. If you are unsure what a setting does, all you have to do is hover over it and a nice tooltip will come up telling you briefly what it does and what kind of performance hit you can expect. That's a feature I wish more games would include. I have had no major issues running this game. I have an i5 and a 970, and I have no problem hitting 60 FPS. Keep in mind I am running this game at a resolution of 2560 by 1440, so I did have to turn some settings down as I like to have my games running much higher than 60 FPS. That being said, even with a mix of high and extreme settings, this game looks great. They also do a great job of keeping frame rates up when there's a lot going on. Occasionally when things get really out of control, I will notice a dip in performance, but that happens very rarely for me. I have noticed some issues with clipping through objects in the game. However, as far as bugs go, I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel. All in all, the game seems to be very well optimized, and most of the bugs seems to be squashed. Keep in mind, I don't have multiple computers to test this on, so your experience may differ. If you like endless horde type games like Left 4 Dead, chances are pretty high you're going to like Vermintide as well. However, don't be so quick to judge. Vermintide offers a unique item progression system that allows you to unlock new weapons and trinkets. At the end of each round, you're given an opportunity to roll dice. Depending on how many dice land face up determines how bountiful your loot is going to be. Throughout the map, you can find items like tombs and grimoires that will increase this chance or give you another dice. However, they usually come with negative side effects, so make sure you talk with your team before picking them up. I enjoy games with RNG elements, so I feel right at home with Vermintide. However, be aware it is very possible to go several rounds without getting anything good. The game has 5 main heroes so far. Instead of taking a drastic rock, paper, scissors approach, where each hero is good at one thing and one thing only, they made each hero pretty equal, with a slight difference to cater toward different playstyles. This means you can hop in any game and do just fine as long as you are working with each other. Each hero has a melee weapon and a ranged weapon. They do a good job of making the melee combat feel rewarding and giving the player feedback when you hit something. The built-in voice over IP works well and makes communicating with teammates easy. The game has plenty of levels to play on 5 different difficulties. That, combined with the sheer number of weapons, upgrades, and trinkets, this game has a lot to offer. I'm actually really blown away with how fun this game is. I'm going to be honest, playing this game for the first time, I was a little skeptical. However, I was pleasantly greeted with an awesome UI with tons of options, and after playing Fallout 4, this feels like a godsend. Vermintide is a solid horde game with an item progression twist. I definitely recommend this to anyone interested. However, be warned that the dice game can be very unforgiving. Thanks for watching my review. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments and give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, give me a thumbs down, but make sure you leave a comment as well. I can't get better if I don't know what I'm doing wrong. As I said before, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.